I don't want to stop the momentum. I don't want to stop the momentum. So, Bree, I'm so happy because Jupiter in your chart is in the second house. The second house deals with the things that we value, what we own, the resources that we have, how we utilize those resources, money. It can talk about the money. Yes. Tell me why. Now, don't get me wrong. Let me not get too excited because I would need to also look at the degree that it is in your chart. But bare minimum, we already know Jupiter gonna be in Taurus. It's in Taurus, in the house that's dominated by Taurus. That just make me feel like you being set up for goodness and greatness. That give me, maybe that's why she feel millionaire vibes, but I could be wrong. I would have to really look into this degree way more. Like, I wish I had it. I wish I had a second phone that I could just go into my Google Drive real quick and pull up my degree chart that I have, so I can look and see what it say and see if we can interpret some things. You got Uranus and Jupiter there, both in the sign of Taurus, in your second house that is dominated by Taurus. That's making me feel like, now Jupiter is not necessarily at home in Taurus, but if we're being expanded in all the things that Taurus deals with, and in our second house, it's definitely giving me resources are going to be nice. That's what it's giving. Nice resources. I can't hear what my sister said. Okay. I cannot stand Claudia right now. It's I just really can't stand her. Oh. Come on here so you can get in the bed. Okay, let me see. Let me double check one more time. Let me go around one more again before. Okay, come on, come get in the bed. I can't look at the screen. I'm gonna be distracted. Okay, now Bree, we're gonna get off you. We're gonna go ahead and go to Claudette. And then we'll go back when it's, we'll be going back to you at a later time. So Claudia, the first thing we have to look for is her vertex. Oh, this is going to be funny because, baby, my sister. Okay, where was her vertex? All right. Oh. Okay, Claudette. He definitely is, because he is very loud. Okay, well, while I'm waiting, let me just explain what's happening here in this particular live. So, I don't know how to describe this, but if you're anything like me, you be having these dope ass conversations with dope ass people, and you be like, oh my God, I just did something, I don't know what I did. Anyway, you be like, I should get this, I should record this is great content. I should record what I be doing naturally. I need to record myself in a natural habitat. So that's just what I decided to do. I just turned on the camera because I am me doing what I naturally enjoy doing every day. So right now I have 2 people on the phone with me who are a part of my soul tribe. Daria is asleep, taking a nap, but she might wake up at any moment. It's 1:00. So she could be waking up at any time. Long story short, guys, we're looking into our natal charts. Trying to make some sense of things that are happening like right now in our lives, and trying to make sense of maybe things that are to come. So we are currently interested in the vertex energy. I just shared, based off of my understanding and interpretation from information that I've read, what the vertex means to my sister soul people. And now we're just going through our chart looking where vertex is. All right, so now I'm on my sister. We just left off of my boo thing, Bree Booski. Her vertex in her natal chart was in the sign of Aries in her first house. So I guess I have to tell y'all a little bit what Vertex deals with too, real quick. Vertex is basically a point in where your life is forever changed and altered. It is an aspect of destiny or so-called fate, maybe even karma. Yeah. Um, when it comes to synastry or looking at like love and love charts and stuff like that, it can sometimes indicate things like marriages, things like maybe even the death of someone that you really care about, the birth of a child, okay? Things like that. Meeting a soulmate, maybe even what people know as a divine union and partnership or a divine or a twin flame person. So boom, boom, boom. This is what the vertex can indicate. Just something that's going to change your life. Okay. Now, in what we've been looking up, I also want to just give a disclaimer. Just because we don't see a vertex does not mean that divine things are not happening. It's always happening. And it does not mean that something pivotal or important and monumental won't be happening in your life just because you don't see the sign of vertex. So I just want to say that. I have not yet figured out what the biggest thing is about the vertex, but in my friend's natal chart, Bree Booski, she had vertex and Aries in her first house when she was born. Bree, is it okay if I share a little bit of what you felt like? Okay. So when we were trying to figure out what could have potentially been a big, potentially life-altering thing in her life at that time, because your degree can also determine maybe a time frame, an age bracket. It may not have nothing to do with it, but sometimes it can. So boom, boom. But what she can remember from what she had been told when she was born, her umbilical cord wrapped around her neck how many times? Twice. And when she was technically born, she was born dead and was resuscitated or came back to life. Okay. So I'd say that's your entrance into the world is already big. And then secondly, I just say that being born dead and having something like that happen, that's pretty big if you ask me. You know, that happening to you as you're entering this world and then you die and then you come back, your spirit come back. That's a big thing. So moving on. Now we are headed to my sister, my baby sister Claudia's chart, where I have located her vertex, which when she was born, the vertex was in Leo. It was in Leo. Now, also, I want to be clear. Wherever the vertex was or is, I think it's going to be there for everyone. So this will affect everybody, but it's going to be influenced or it'll be influenced by whatever sign it's in for everyone. But especially if you were natally born, if you were born under this particular vertex, that energy is going to kind of, it's going to affect you throughout your life. So, her vertex is in Leo. So this may mean that this Leo energy is going to be somehow really life altering and life changing for her if she taps into it or when she taps into it. This could also indicate that there is someone who has Leo somewhere in their chart. They don't have to have a sun sign in Leo, but they can have just Leo qualities. This person could be very influential for her because something about this Leo energy is going to be life changing for her. Okay. I would recommend whenever you come across this live and everything like that you go look into Vertex, go research what other people have shared about it, and then of course get your own information and understanding. But I got to get more about other signs because I had only looked up mine at the time. But this makes me think about for my sister, I know that as a sun sign, Aries and stuff like that, and other placements, she tends to actually want to be behind the scenes. But with her vertex being in Leo, it's actually possible that something that could change her life or the trajectory of her life could be actually shining, taking on more Leo energy of, being, hey world, being able to be authentic, her authentic self, being confident in her abilities to do whatever the hell. This is in her 5th house too, girl. She probably supposed to be a whole star. I will say she probably stole the show when she was born. Her and her twin brother. If you ask me, I was like, who the hell showing up now? can't stand her. She yelling in the background talking about it was just her. But all in all, I think that, oh, and Claudia, you have a stellium here too. You have a stellium in your 5th house, and all of them motherfuckers is in Leo in your natal chart. So as much as you may want to be in the background, hun, it's looking like you might be supposed to be like plot out. I understand. You know, sometimes we don't see. Some people are just born to be in the spotlight. I was like, well, I'm not that person. And you just lie. You straight lie because your chart tells me that you are definitely that person. But you know, your north node also, no, your south node is also in Leo. So maybe that's the reason why you feel like, Jenny Craig, I just couldn't. Maybe that's the reason why you try to be in the background, but that might be also the reason why you're going to be really great in the foreground, because you've also been able to remove yourself and not have everything, you know, not express everything outwardly, not be like, you know, so big and grandiose and in people's face, because you have learned how to bring that back. That's what I'll say. Your south node, sorry. In your natal chart, your south node is in Leo, which then makes me feel that your north node natally is Aquarius, if I am not incorrect. Leo and Aquarius are polar opposite signs. And so you've learned to shine that light for yourself, though. That's another thing. This is why people consider Leos to be self-centered and all that, because it is about self. It's about both boosting myself up. Do you know how awesome I am? Do you know how great I am? Here's what I can do. Look at what I can do. Look at what I can do. That's Leo energy. And technically there's nothing wrong with it unless it starts to try to soak up all the energy in the room. But I mean, let's be clear. We are the sun. Are you kidding? I both give and take it. Okay, but nevertheless. What movie was that? What movie was that? I feel like it was Brown Sugar, but I could be wrong. Oh, I think it was The Best Man. But you might be right. Was it Taye Diggs? It was Taye Diggs. That's all. Maybe that was Brown Sugar energy. You just think that that's given when he was pissed. That's given when he was mad. And what was that girl named? Jordan. It's definitely giving that couch scene. We're 2 peas in a pod, remember? She was like, that was you, not me. Anyway, sorry, moving on. I digress. Your south node is in Leo. North node Aquarian energy. So you can use maybe what you know about yourself and having confidence in yourself. Maybe your confidence is now going to be more quiet. Like, baby, I know I'm a starer. And so because I know I'm a starer, this is what I can do for now the world. I can become this humanitarian. I can use my influence, use my charisma, use my healing abilities, because the sun is also very healing and all that good stuff. I can use it for the collective, or I can use it to help people. Philanthropy might be big here. Different groups. School might be big, because Aquarians are about individuality, but they're also about the collective. So this is where, like, you know how mama be doing stuff for people? Like, you just have a big heart. Leos also have a big heart. But it's about self, even when, like, I'm doing this for me and to make me feel good, because helping you makes me feel great. But when it comes to this Aquarian energy, I'm doing this for the group, for the greater good of all. And that's what makes me feel good. If that makes sense. Hope that makes some sense. Anyway, that was just your south node. Your Huh? I would think that's the reason why I'm in the So I see that this is getting real. See, this is what I was concerned about. I knew that somebody was fabricating and saying, oh, no, this isn't real. This isn't real. We're just playing around with it. I felt it, that somebody was going to mean it was real. What it is Claudia wants it to be more real, and it actually is what it is. Let me tell you something. Claudia is an Aries sun. She is a Aries. She is a master manifester. She wants it to be more real than she even wants it to be. Maybe that's true, but she manifested it.
I believe it's partially true, but also it helps me in such a way because she about to say something. Now, this may be my Leo. This may be my Leo here. Can they hear me on there?
I don't know what they can hear. I don't even know who's watching, hun. I'm just recording.
Just pause it really quick.
I cannot pause. It's live. You can't pause this. Tell her. Get her.
I'm over here like this benefits me, and maybe it's the Leo part of me at this point. Because when I don't want to do it, somebody else can. Especially on my side when I and that's what I mean when I say she wants it more than but she really don't want it.
Right. Because as much as you saying that man can do it to that lady if she come, first of all, that lady don't want him like that. So that's a number one. But even if she did it on your behalf.
Look, it's not even just her. It's just the thought of another person. Not saying it has to be her.
Got it.
Anybody. That's all. When I said I was gonna go get him a prostitute, it's like that.
Because maybe she wants it to be someone of quality.
Thank you. Let's do like a prostitute just sounds so dirty.
I understand. She wants an escort. She would prefer the word escort. Let me stop.
I get him a blow up doll. That sounds perfect.
I can't stand her. But what about if he doesn't like that? What about if he doesn't like that?
It's not about him.
Oh, it's not. That sounds very Leo. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to next year. Let's go to next year for you, Claudia. Hold on. We're gonna type in the transit for next year. Remember, all the planets that are big are gonna be the same, like Jupiter, Uranus. What was that other one? The Vertex will be in Libra, but we're gonna look and see where it's gonna be, right, in your life. So let's go to 2024. We're going to keep the date and everything the same. Even the time is going to be the same as of right now. So for those who might tune in, just as a reminder, I just decided to cut the camera on and do what I be doing naturally in my natural habitat. It just so happens that, I didn't preface this with anything, but what I'm doing is looking in, yes, natural habitat. I'm looking into natal charts right now, and we are focused right now for some reason on the Vertex. So I have two sister friends and soul tribe members here, and we are just looking into each other's charts, looking for the Vertex, okay, seeing where it is, and going forward. And I'm just kind of giving them intuitively based off of information I've already read and what I just know about the signs, giving them information about that. So now we are at March 9th of 2024. That is literally a year from now. Let's see where her Vertex is, if she even has her Vertex out here in these streets. Is the Vertex here? Is the Vertex here? Boop, boop, boop. It is not. Okay, so let's see. I see that your South Node. Ooh. Okay, I'm so sorry. Right, I apologize. Oh, I'm about to tell you. Oh, my bad. I'm about to tell you. So your South Node is in the 7th house, and it is in the sign of Libra, which then means your North Node, of course, just like everybody else's, is also going to be Aries. Your North Node is in Aries, and that is going to be in your 1st house, in the same degree as Bribuski's. I'm guessing all of ours is going to be in the same degree on that day. So 7th house represents relationships of all sorts, be it business, romantic, family. But usually that's the marriage house or the house of commitment and relationships, soulmates, partnerships. And in your 1st house is where the North Node is. It look like you and Chiron is there as well, right? So it's right there. I'm at this point, I'm ready to go see where mine is. And if I'm not mistaken with the pattern that I'm seeing, it is very much so possible that my North Node is also going to be in the first house at 17 degrees Aries, and that my Chiron will also be in the first house at 17 degrees Aries. I want to see it. But basically, Arian energy is about the self. It's uncharted territory, blazing new trails, new ideas. It is about when you think of something that you want, it's also the magician energy to me. This is things that you think about. You, depending on how much you want to do it, you're going to be ready to just dive in or take a risk, take a leap of faith and do it. And you are going to make it your business to be successful, if you ask me.
Hold on.
Say it again. Is she off, Bree?
Yeah, she said
Okay, I believe she was saying that that person was calling. So let me click off real quick. Let me go into my chart and let me go look and see where, as of March 9th, 2024, it is going to be for me. Yes, see, no, it's different for me. It's giving different for me. It is literally the mirror opposite. It's the opposite. In my first house is my South Node of Libra. Who? So I wonder, what does that mean for me? It makes me feel it makes me think about a relationship of some sort, or just the Libran energy of peace. Oh, with myself. Maybe feeling balanced within myself, feeling peace and harmony in myself. And that's going to be what brings the union into balance. Because at 17 degrees of Aries, and is where my North Node is sitting in my seventh house. So, woo, boy, I tell you, what a turnaround there. Wow. What else could this mean, though? What else could this South Node energy in my first house mean? I need some help. I wish there was some other people on here who know a little bit about astrology, who could give me some, who could talk about it. Okay, baby. She says she back at 1:44 p.m. Okay, Claudette, my North Node is in my seventh house, but at the same degrees, and Chiron, obviously, because they're both in the same sign that year. Or both of mine are in my seventh house, and my South Node Libra is in my first house. So I'm literally the mirror opposite of you and Bree Booski. Oh, girl, that's a good question. I wonder what it means for your marriage as well. It's giving very much like either things are going to be running smoothly, like a smooth ship, a beautifully oiled machine, or I'm feeling like it could be the end of a karmic cycle. And at this point, hon, we could do a reading on it, but not right this second. So oh, girl. Oh, my word. Let me look at what this Pluto is in y'all chart, too. Oh, man, I'm doing extra stuff. I need to do the Pluto reading first. I'll do that for y'all off screen. But let me see. Let me start with my place. Where's Pluto? Pluto, where you at? Which is in Aquarius. Pluto. Oh, there you go. Pluto in Aquarius is in my fourth house. My fourth house. The fourth house is the house of family, if you ask me, the house of the home life. So who in my house? Oh,
Pluto.
Yeah, that's where my Pluto is. So my transformation is going to be happening in my roots, in my foundation, maybe what the family dynamic looks like now. That's going to change. And it could be because Aquarian energy is also about progression, and it is not with the status quo. It's unique. Okay. It's about what works best for the group. So, what is my freaking home life about to be looking like? My roots is about to be shaking. Oh, okay. This could also indicate maybe tribal type living. And quite frankly, it could also mean that there may literally be a person who has Aquarian energy in my house, wherever my house is. I might be in a house, whatever, however to go. But Aquarius is there. And also my Capricorn, what is that? What is that? Is that Ceres? That's the sign of Ceres. Okay, but I'm gonna not go too far. So Pluto is in the first degree of Aquarius in my fourth house. What else does the fourth house deal with? The ancestors and childbirth. Sometimes children can be born. Okay. Oh, I wish there was some people here with me who was onto astrology. But anyway, let's get out of mine. Let's go look at y'all's. I'm nosy now. Now I want to see what a Pluto is in y'all house. I mean, in y'all lives. So let's go back to y'all chart. We're going to start with Bribuski again first. Let's go to the transits. We already got March 9th up here, so we're just going to pull that back up. Pluto, where are you in Brianna's chart? Oh, ooh. Oh, baby. Okay. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I think I feel like salty towards your chart, but I need to shut up because it's where it needs to be for you, for your highest good, and for me, for my highest good, since we are connected. Because, okay, so I feel like some of your placements, what I'm seeing in your chart, what I'm noticing is it's looking as if everything is where it's actually supposed to be at its strongest. Okay, so the 11th house is the house of Aquarius. That house, well, I would say that like that's the zodiac sign that is said to be associated with the 11th house. And that's right where your Pluto in Aquarius is. So I guess it just makes me feel like, you are like super, super in alignment. That's how it makes me feel. And you are really going to feel the effects in your groups and in, in your social groups. Yeah, you have a stellium here because your Mars is also there. Wasn't Mars in Aquarius Mars is in Aquarius. Venus is also in Aquarius. All of that is in your 11th house, man. I'm salty. Yes, I'm very salty.
Don't be salty.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to be salty and I need to stop saying it, but I really like just if I'm looking, okay, I'm gonna be quiet because everything is as it should be for my highest good as well in my chart. But you got.
I feel like, okay, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
I feel like it's better for it to happen for me because at least with me, I'm not gonna run off and forget about y'all. I'm so excited. And I think that because you've been waiting so long, you're going to run off and get excited about us. You'll be back. But at first,
I'm going to run. Oh, I hate that. What if I want to change?
It's like your foot is on the gas and the front. So, if you put too much just break. And it was no more running.
Oh, well, that sucks, but I guess I understand, and I'm gonna just be grateful that you be where you be at. So when I come back from doing what I be doing, girl, yes, Lord, your Pluto is in the first degree in Aquarius. Now let me go be nosy and look at Claudette. I bet hers is gonna be in the same place. I'm a little. Ooh. It's probably gonna be in the same place. Claudia. Let's go to the transits. March 9th. It is. Claudia's is in the exact same motherfucking place.
And you not? Where you at?
I'm in the 4th house. My Pluto, hun, is in the 4th house in Aquarius. And okay, so 11th house deals with
Huh? Maybe because you gotta get out the way. We talked about
Say that again. Maybe it's because of what?
Remember we had that conversation where we said, I was telling you, I feel like the person is putting blood on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Maybe you need to get out the blood.
I don't know though, because let me be clear. His North Node is actually in Aquarius. His North Node is in Aquarius. And so this may mean you're following what I'm saying. Maybe he's going to get out of the mud. I don't know, but I'm just saying because now I got to go look at his chart now, Bree. Now I'm nosy. Now I got to go look at that boy chart. I got to go look at his chart. Because maybe, just maybe, it's this whole, once you get yourself together, the whole vibe of you glow up, then old buddy gonna glow up too. Like y'all already ready. This is why y'all had to probably meet. Because if you didn't meet, your ass would probably still be floating around searching. And the truth is you needed to get connected. Okay, we're gonna find out though. Let me not talk about it too much because I need to go see first. So let's look up the boy whose street I'm on. Transits. Enter new date. We need to go. I'm gonna go ahead and go into that next year. We ain't even stopping. We going into next year straight away. Ooh, this is so exciting. I like looking at birth charts, you guys. I just wanted to tell y'all that I really love this. I love this. This is everything for me. So in his 4th house, there is nothing. Okay. And in his 7th house, and this is for next year, in his 7th house is his North Node of Libra. So that, to me, I feel like that's going to be leaving behind doing whatever needs to be done to be in the relationship. Okay? Which means that directly across from that, his Libra is in 17 degrees 17 degrees Libra, his South Node. His Aries is in the 1st house, exactly 17 degrees. Yeah, his stuff is where it needs to be. Now, where is his Pluto? His Pluto is in the 1st house. He has the exact same placements as you, Claudia, and Bree. Well, Bree, you are you, but you know what I'm trying to say. Y'all 3 have the same exact placements. Huh? It's dying. Oh, no.
It is dying.
Hurry up and put it on the charger, Bree. Come on now. Mine on 32% too, but okay. I mean, but why is it different for me though? That's weird. And do I see his Vertex anywhere? Well, the Vertex is going to be in Libra, period. Oh my God. Child, I don't know what this is meaning, but child, oh girl, I guess it makes sense that all the planets will be in the places that they're supposed to be, but in my chart, it's just showing up different. That is weird. Why is it showing up for me there? His natal Pluto was where? In his 8th house. He got a stellium of Scorpio there. But, yep, he ain't got nothing in the fourth house. I just feel like that may mean he not gonna be in that fourth house. That's the house of home life, stability, security, roots, ancestor energy. Also, the birth of children. Okay, yeah, that's a good. Okay, so let's look at this year. Today, let's do current date and time. I can't stand you. Let's see what happens today. So as of today, hun, as of today, in that fourth house, he has. I think there's an asteroid or a planet here. I think it's Pallas, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. Is it Pallas? Yeah, his Pallas is in Cancer. And Pallas, if I'm not mistaken, is about... Okay, so Pallas is about like... It's a feminine energy. Independence, cool mental judgment. It says Pallas represents the creative use of the mental faculty in combination with ageless wisdom, and is also involved with the arts, especially the plastic arts such as sculpture and pottery, and with medicinal remedies. So, he not gonna have that next year. And mind you, in my Vedic astrology, I am Cancer. That's my sun sign, my Mercury sign, my moon sign. In the tropical astrology, my Mercury sign is what's in Cancer. And that's how I think, and how I express myself. So that's in his fourth house as of today. But as of next year, it's going to be empty. We'll see what that means. We'll see in time. Time is going to reveal what that actually means. But yeah. Okay, that's that with that. I'm going to get off from here. This was just a little bit of what I be doing when I'm looking into the natal charts. I plan to come back with a reading looking into this Pluto and Aquarius energy, but I have a specific question. And my question that I'm asking of Spirit is, what can we do to prepare for the things that this Pluto and Aquarius energy will be bringing for all of us? That's the question I hope to answer in the next reading. That is all for now. This has been SpiritualiTEA speaking, and I am your hostess, Jude, signing off. Thank you to those who stayed this long, who came through and just looked and was like, what is this girl doing? Thank you for all of it. Okay, love you, bye. Exit full screen. Let's do that. And then let's end the stream. So just 30